want to cast your mind back. Let's go back to a famous nameplate from the past. Famous in the world of sports cars. That's the Toyota Supra. Now it disappeared back in what, 02? But 2 years ago, they decided to bring it back. But is it truly a Supra? Let's find out. Okay, first off, we have to talk about the styling. And I don't think there's anyone out there that will disagree with me when I say this is absolutely stunning. Every single panel of this vehicle is sculptured. Just look at that double bubble roof. When was the last time you saw a vehicle like that? It's beautiful. There is no question about it. It is beautiful. They've done a fantastic job. Just a moment ago, I posed a question. Is this really a Supra? Well, as I went to climb in here, I noticed a label in the door jamb. And to say it gives you a clue is an understatement. This hits you over the head with a hammer, because this car is actually built by BMW. Once you're inside, I have to say there's a familiar feel about this. It could be the familiar infotainment system. It could be the familiar climate system. Or maybe it's this shifter. Or, probably the biggest clue, the iDrive. It's all BMW. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing, don't get me wrong. I like the feel of the car. This car kind of closets you. You feel as if you're part of the machine. I also love the idea, this double bubble. I'm 6'1", and usually in a coupe like this, like, it looks small from the outside, but it's not. You actually have got a good feeling of space here. You know, it's nice. I must admit, it's nice. Now we've got to talk about safety, but let's just put it this way. This has a full suite of safety features. It's built by BMW. They have a certain reputation for that. In fact, probably the most unsafe thing in this vehicle is the nut behind the wheel. At the heart of this beast lays a turbocharged 3-litre straight 6, producing 382 horsepower, 368 foot-pound of torque, which is fed to the rear wheels only via an 8-speed transmission. Sadly, no manual option available. It's got a nice little reward of it. You certainly feel like you're in something sporty. That's no doubt about it. Let's talk performance. 0 to 100, 3.9 seconds. In fact, one or two of the magazines have managed to shave that down. I understand one of them got that down to 3.7. But even 3.9, come on, that's Ferrari territory. Top speed, limited to 260 kilometers per hour. Let's be fair, that's fast enough for anybody. I tell you what, this car is deceiving in it. See, I'm looking at the thing saying, oh, there's 50 coming along here. I look down, I'm doing 87. It is. you could very easily pick up a ticket in this car. I must say, when you do hit the sport mode button, it's a noticeable change. Kudos to BMW for that, because sometimes you hit that sport button and you kind of wonder if it's just a light bulb come on, because it really doesn't change much. This, it does. But even in normal mode, you still feel that you're in a sports car. It's just a little bit more comfy. It's kind of nice. One thing I would say is, you know, you could have put me on a blindfold, sat me in this car, and my guess would have been straight away, it's a BMW. It drives like a European BMW, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, it's a good thing. It's a good driving position. You have a certain quality, which, although this is a marriage of, you know, BMW and Toyota, I think it's fair to say that both those companies have a certain reputation for quality, and you know, it suits this car because it oozes quality. No question about it. You know, we're on a bit of a country road now, and you know, there's an odd bump, an odd pothole. It's not disturbing this car at all. You know, sometimes in a sports car, you know, you have a penalty to pay. Honestly, I'm quite impressed with the ride on this. I really am. As I say, you got the sport button there if you want it. That tightens everything up a little bit, gives you a little bit more of that glorious exhaust sound. But this is a livable car. Very livable. I do like driving it. I do. Do I like driving it enough to pay 70 grand? I don't know, to be perfectly honest with you. But then you do that, and you think, you know what? I do. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so we come to price. The Supra starts at $56,000. Now that's for the turbocharged 4-cylinder, 2-litre. To get to the straight 6, which is probably where you need to go, it's another 10 grand. This model in particular, the A91, tops out $71,000. Now I know some of you are going to say, you could have the new Corvettes in here for that money. Yes, base model. Now some of you are going to say, yes, but I'd prefer the BMW badge. But there's an issue here, because the Z4 only comes as a convertible. The Supra only comes as a coupe. So, you're either fresh air kind of person, or you're a coupe buyer. You can't have both. So now we come to the verdict. And this is where it really starts to get interesting. Because, hand on heart, when I first looked at this vehicle, I had an opinion already set. that is until I drove it. And this, in many ways, is the whole thing about this car. You think that it's like maybe the big brother to the 86. No, it's not. This is not a youngster's car. This is, once you get behind the wheel, it just seems to get better and better. And I've gone from this opinion to this opinion in almost as quick as this car goes to 100. I feel good in this car. $71,000, yeah. People are going to say, oh yeah, but you could buy this, you could buy that. You know what? If you're a coupe guy, if you remember, you know, the Supras from years gone by, this is the car for you. And you know what? That 71 grand, it's not that hard a pill to swallow on this car. It really isn't. And you don't hear me say that very often on this car. You know, quite often, I'll guess at the price of the car, and I'm quite a bit under what they're asking for it. This one, no. I've been pleasantly surprised by this. I just screwed that right up.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to Automotive Affairs and click the notification bell.